Hey everyone, today we're going to be looking at the JJRC H20 Hexacopter. This is exciting for me because this will be my first Hexacopter, and I think Hexacopters are cool. Just having six props in the air is pretty sweet, and this is also going to be my first JJRC RC vehicle. So this one comes in red and yellow. I opted for the yellow version. Like most of these mini RC quadcopters, hexacopters, this runs on the 2.4 gigahertz band for wireless. This will do 3 flips, has LEDs on it, gyro for stabilization, headless mode, so you can turn it any way you want, and it should always go in direction. Left will always be left, right will always be right, so we'll test that. Return to home, that'll be dependent on how well headless mode works, and then altitude hold, which is new for any mini vehicle that I've been doing. So I'm guessing it uses a barometer in it to do the altitude hold, so we'll test that, but that is really neat, especially for how cheap this is. I want to say it's around $20. I don't remember where I got it, so I'll have that down in the description. So without further ado, we'll take it out and take a look at it, see what all comes in the package. Slides up really nice and easy. On top we have the user manual, so I'll take a look at that. Looks like this side is Chinese. Okay, there's English under the Chinese writing, so I'll take a look at that. Transmitter, 2 AA batteries. I doubt they're included, so just take a note of that. And it does look like it has a removable battery, so that's nice. We'll take a look at that when we get the Hexacopter out of here. So we'll throw that to the side. We'll first take a look at the transmitter and accessories that come with this. So in the bottom, you get your standard USB yellow cable that a lot of these quadcopters come with. Extra set of props, so that's awesome. Yellow for, you can tell, orientation in the front, and then black for the rest of them. That's nice. And a screwdriver, so we'll see if this, it does have a screw in here. Hopefully we can remove that and won't need to put it back. It just depends on how well this clips in. Let's see if we can take a quick look at that. We can get that out. See, I don't think we're going to need to put that back in. It's a pain to get off. So here it is, 2 AA batteries not included, and then just leave that screw off there. It pops in real nice, and that's not going to fall out. So nice size. It's a little bit bigger than the normal mini ones, so I like that. I've got medium-sized hands, so that's really nice. Here will be your left and right trim, and then I assume we'll see if this is your pitch forward and back. I doubt it. It's probably going to be your forward and back. So, and then we'll have to see. One of these is going to be flips, and the other one will be rates. So I'll have to look at the manual for that. These do click in, so maybe one of these will be the headless mode and return to home instead, or vice versa for the clicking in on the throttle. So that's nice. Nice size transmitter. So I do like that. Here for the Hexacopter itself. So it has prop guards on it, which can be nice since this is probably going to mainly be an indoor flyer. You might be able to fly it out in light wind. I'll see how easily removable these are, just because it might buy you a little bit more flight time, but looks like you can just see if we can get in there. There's a screw holding that in, so I'll take that off and verify that, but that's nice. And it does have an on-off switch, which is also nice, so you can plug this in and it doesn't have to be powered on right away. The black right here, this is feels like a rubber feeling. Actually, so is the yellow here, so it's got like a rubber type feeling for the coating on this plastic, which is really nice feeling, so feels like nice quality. I've heard JJRC makes really nice stuff, so that is nice. And here's your little battery bay. Looking at the battery, I believe it's a 150 milliamp, 3.7 volt, 30C 1S battery. So it's nice. We'll have to see if if I have any others like this, so I can just keep flying. But that is a nice little look. Little rubber type standoffs down here for your landing. Same type of material that this is, so that is nice. It does feel really nice, so I do like that. And then we'll see if this lights up or where the LEDs are when we go fly this. But that's a quick look at this, and now we'll go fly and see how it does. I do want to say, they say for charging the battery takes about 20 to 25 minutes, and you should get 5 to 6 minutes of flight time, so we'll see if that holds true. Okay, we will turn on the transmitter, and we will put this on a level surface and then get it turned on. Switch there, wait for it to come up, and then should be able to up, down, and bind it. See that the light stopped blinking, is green, so we're good. Interesting. It will not go though. Let's see if we calibrate it first. Lower left for headless mode. To calibrate the headless mode, it blinks. Lower right, both throttles for the gyro. At least that's what the instruction manual said. There we go. So the top left bumper will do the rates, and there's 3 rates. The top right bumper will do the flips. Pressing in the left control stick will do return to home, and pressing again will cancel it. Pressing in the right thumbstick or your joystick will initiate headless mode. Pressing again will cancel it. Supposedly pressing it 3 times will initiate a 1-key return to home, so I don't know. This is just your forward and back trim, if it's drifting forward or back, and then left and right. So still cannot take off. There's that. Let's turn the controller back off. Turn it off, turn it back on. It's blinking. So tapping this in for the, whoa, I don't know, that's interesting. Tapping in the 1-key turn home. So, and I did forget to mention that for the transmitter, you see how these are both spring loaded. That lets you know that it'll be an altitude hold quadcopter. Let's go ahead and click that 1-key return again. Okay, and that lets us take it off, and there it is, just holding its relatively holding its position. So we can move it a little out here. I'll lower it, move it out, but that is hands off, just kind of sitting there. That is nice. I'll go ahead and yaw with it. So definitely some drift in the yaw. I wasn't holding forward or anything, so let's go ahead. I'm going to see if we can land this again and calibrate the gyro. So it starts blinking. We'll do the gyro down here and see if we can turn it a little bit so headless mode will be pretty close to that wall. So it doesn't let you go up, just hit the left control stick and then throttle stick, and then it'll shoot up. So just letting you know, it will shoot up. Pitch right and pitch left. This is full pitch, and it is not really hardly going anywhere. Full forward, full back. So pretty nice and mellow inside. This is full speed right now. Full speed. So it does it does pick up momentum. So there we go, hitting in enough stuff. Stops it. See if we can just launch it right off again, and it'll shoot right up. Let's go ahead and we will do a flip. So we'll get it out here, right? Nice tight flip, and see if it just keeps blinking. Go ahead and do a flip. So that's nice. So do notice I'll hold left, and it does start to pick up momentum. Starts out really slow, but then picks up momentum. Oh, that was the one. I'm used to hitting rates there. It went 1 key return. So get that back up, top left, 2 beeps for rate 2. A little bit pitch forward, a lot bit, pitch back a little bit more, left and right, a lot more responsive, and faster yaw. Still drifts when it yaws, but this is the faster yaw. We go into rate 3, 3 beeps. Oh yeah. Full pitch forward, back, right, and left. So I think a lot of you will like that. Oh, orientation changed. Flipped over, starts beeping. We'll go ahead and lay it back down. So it does shoot off like a rocket when you do that. And then you can just click up and down again. So it's nice. Stayed in rate 3. What I don't like is when you go to do the quick yaw. It must be with the barometer or something, and it drifts. So, because I think it has a foam padding up in here on top of it for the barometer to do the altitude hold, when you do that, air goes over the barometer and it's drifting some, but other than that, it is pretty nice. So, that's fun doing those faster yaws. Even the slow yaw, it drifts, so I'm not too sure on that. Look here for a second, see if it starts drifting. See if we can correct that. See if we can get it pretty still, and then see if we can do yaws. And no, still drifts off when that altitude hold is really nice. Just sitting it here, hovers up there real nice. That's a nice joy. I didn't give it throttle there. It gives itself throttle, just so you know. It did that itself. So if we go lower and then try to do a flip, so we'll come down here. It's beeping. It shoots up. So that's pretty nice that it does that. It seems like a pretty smart quadcopter for the price point that you're going for. LEDs that we were talking about. Just want to stop it quick. The eyes, that's really cool. Blue that comes through, and then you have red in the back, which is pretty standard for everybody. Let's see if we can go. Just click in your hand and then shoot it off. Just remember that it does shoot when you're going. So I think for my first hexacopter, pretty cool little guy. Nice controller, transmitter fitting in my hands, pretty nice. So I do like that, and just even for kids, for just kind of just having it hold there, that's nice. I don't like when it's yawing that it drifts so much. So go that way. I guess you can kind of steer it backwards almost, if maybe you keep flipping it back like this. Well, I guess it just holds its position. That is weird that it wants to go that way. It's okay, it just keeps drifting. Just keeps drifting. I did not start my timer, so I'll have to fly again and see how much time it was. So I can look at the video to see how much time this was. So, blinking lights. We'll see what happens. Still letting me give it throttle and go up. Full throttle, it dropped. So, just be aware of that. Don't do the full throttle and make it drop just because you can damage your battery. I just wanted to see, just for testing, what it would do. But best practice, don't do that. You don't want to damage your batteries and kill the life out of them, especially with the bigger ones. So, flew pretty nice. Okay, we'll do a little ramp up of that. I do want you to know that it took about 24 minutes, 22 seconds to charge the battery from how I received it out of the package. The charger lights up once it is charged, so just be aware of that. Flight time was around 5 minutes 50 seconds. I did take off the prop guards, and it only added about 10 seconds to flight, so not worth doing. I keep it on, and then in case you hit into stuff, your props will be protected. I did crash into stuff without them. still fine. You can see in there I got some cat hair in there, so I'll have to take the prop off. You do unscrew each of these. Be careful, put these back on if for whatever reason you want to take these off, as they do help hold in the motors. And if you take them off, this is how you get the bottom and top off of the quad, so you can, or the hex, you can replace pieces if something happens. But this is what this looks like, and it kind of just fits in. So I'll unscrew that, and then I kind of just pop it back in there, and this will sit around there in the middle, and I can screw that back in. But I see no reason to take all these off, as I said. Pros and cons. Let's start with the good things first. I like the transmitter. It's a nice size. It's not one of those really dinky ones with tiny thumb pads or joysticks, and it's really nice. This is my first altitude hold RC without like a bigger. I have a quad, a CX20, and it does better. You know, it's got switches and stuff. So spring loaded. This is the first for me. Positive. So when I was trying to take off in the video, I was going off of this, and it said the left joystick, 1 key start, 1 key stop. I was thinking that was the 1 key return to home. It is not. It is literally, you press this in, it starts the motors, and then you can take off and it'll shoot up. And then if you press it again, it'll stop the motors or the props, and it kills them, and you fall. So really cool feature. I do like that. I did go ahead and do another flight when I had the prop guards off, and the headless mode worked great. So I did a bunch of the mode 3 or rate 3 yawing, so it's just going crazy yaw speed and flying a headless mode. That's pretty fun. But it still drifted just because of that yaw drift that I was getting when I was showing you guys. And then the pressing it 3 times, so you press it once, you get headless mode, press it again, turns it off. Quick press 3 times, and it'll do the return to home, and it just flies back to the direction that it thinks the headless is there. That did work. So I mean, headless worked, that worked, so that was really great. Really happy with that. The altitude hold, this is very well maintaining its altitude when I'm flying forward and back. It stayed there very well. I was surprised that the rate 1 is so low and mellow, and it just kind of floats along. So that's nice, definitely for beginners. The other 2 modes, 2 is probably a decent mode to fly around in, depending on your space. 3 is really twitchy, so be careful inside with that. You're going to be crashing into things. Cons, I would have to say the only thing I can really think of for the con is that yaw that I was getting, and I'm not sure if it's because of the barometer or not. But when I was yawing and it would start, it wanders. It wants to go in a certain direction. I can't just sit there. And normally, you know, it may wander a little bit, but it's enough where you can't yaw enough, and it's just going to go into something. So with the altitude hold, I would have liked it to stay in place more when you're doing that yaw. So I was rather disappointed. When you go into rate 3, it's really noticeable, and it just kind of shoots off to the side, so you don't get to try that much. So that's why if you do headless mode with the rate 3 when you're doing that yawing, it's a lot funner. You can just go around the room with that. So pretty nice. Outside of that, not too much. Sorry if that just shook. I had a low battery warning. Very happy for the price. It's extremely happy. First Hexacopter, pretty sweet. So I will give that, I would give probably like a 4.5 out of 5 stars, just because of that yaw, but it wouldn't deter me from flying this or buying it again. I wish I had more of the batteries. I only have that one, so I'll have to get more or something, but very good. I think beginners or anybody would really like this. I think it's a fun little flyer, and it holds altitude really really well, so that makes it more enjoyable. So JJRC, this is definitely a home run, and I look forward to flying more of their vehicles. If you like this, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and think about subscribing. Thank you.